Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to all who are joining us here in person, and also all those joining us via our live stream on YouTube. This is the very last Shabbat of the year, right? Yes, because next week we begin Rosh Hashanah on Friday night, right? Yes? Okay. Correct. It is not often, but it does happen that Rosh Hashanah coincides with Shabbat. In fact, the entire calendar is orchestrated so that one thing doesn't ever happen.
Yom Kippur and Shabbat.
No, Yom Kippur can happen on Shabbat. But you're close. When can Yom Kippur never happen? No, Yom Kippur can happen on Shabbat. It can't happen on one other day. Nope. Well, wrong time of the year.
Yeah.
Nope. Friday. Yom Kippur can never be on a Friday because if you are fasting, you are not able to prepare for Shabbat. So the whole calendar actually gets rearranged and manipulated. The rabbis had a lot of time on their hands. Right. You can't prepare Shabbat, and you can't do Shabbat because you have to eat your Shabbat meal, right? So anyway. Okay. In any case, this is the last Shabbat of 5783, and we will join together in Rosh Hashanah next week. So with that, we'll invite Ali forward to light our Shabbat candles. Page 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. It's like the same thing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. And we'll continue with Hine Matov on page 10.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
We turn together to page 12 as we join L'chuna ranana. Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song.
L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, nitzuri sheinu, nekad macha b'toda. Naria, naria, nitzuri sheinu, izmirod na'ir alo. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'Adonai.
We turn together to page 20 as we join in Lecha Dodi, and we are going to do verses 1, 2, and 9. Yes?
Yep.
Thank you.
There it is. Lecha Dodi, likrat halam.
Shabbat.
Nekabela
Lecha Dodi.
Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'yivorecha Yishmi'anu
El HaMiuchad.
Adonai echad u'shmo echad V'shemo tiferet v'mitila Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat l'chug amelcha Ki mekor haberacha Merosh mikerem nesucha Sof maseh b'machshava techila Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Ohi v'shalom ateret ba'ala Gam b'simcha u'b'tzola Tov emunei am segula B'li kala, b'li kala Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela
Please be seated as we continue, page 22. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat, a psalm for Shabbat.
We might have to read it.
Okay. Well, it's good to praise God,
Sorry.
to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp, with a voice and lyre together when we have the sheet music. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai, how very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. Together, the righteous bloom like a date palm. They thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in the courts of our God. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full sap freshness, attesting to Adonai. It's upright, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. And on page 24, we join in welcoming each other with words of Shalom Aleichem, may peace be on you.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedkem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi-melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And on page 26, we rise as we join together in Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadav, Yitkadash Merabah.
Amen.
Yamadi Barachute, V'yamlich Malchute,
V'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayetecho Beit Yisrael. Ba'akala, ba'akala.
Uvizman Kariv, Bimaru.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olam Me'omayah, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitvar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudesha,
B'richu.
Elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata,
Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma.
Bimeru.
Amen. And Baruch Hu can be found page 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Vaed. Please be seated as we continue thanking God for the miracles, the wonders of creation with Ma'ariv Aravim on page 30. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim. B'chokhmah poteach sha'arim uvitvuna meshane itim umachalif et hazmanim umesader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi layla umavdil ben yom uvein layla Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. The more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam made Yisrael amehavta amcha ahavta Torah umitzvot Chukim umishpatim Otanu limadeta,
Otanu V'yadeta.
Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu, uvkumeinu nasiach bechukecha, v'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nekei yomam v'layla, nekei yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
We turn together to page 34 and we rise for Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated and we'll continue with V'ahavta on page 36. V'ahavta is this remarkable prayer in which we are instructed to love God. It's not a question, it's not a hope, it's a directive. We are commanded to love. And because it's a little confusing, the rabbis also include the rest of it, which is the whole conversation of how do we love God with all of our beings, with our hearts, with our minds, with our physical selves. And so we join together.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 39. Let's join together, middle of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la 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 lai mi chamacha ba'elim Adonai mi chamacha nera b'kodesh nora tehilot osei feleh nora tehilot osei feleh.
מלכות אחר ובניך בוקיים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
Page 46, and we rise together for Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot U'Mevig Ula Lifnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai, Magid Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav LaHoshia, Morid Hatal. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Geburot, Umidomelach, Melech Nemi Tumechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated as we continue page 53. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth together. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul or light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. Page 61, our blessing for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim טוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
We take some moments for silent prayer, giving voice in our inner selves to those prayers in our own hearts and minds.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי להגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני
We turn together to page 253. And there we find our prayer for healing. And we send energies of healing to all those who need, whether it's a healing of body or mind or heart or soul. In our congregation, we especially think and send healing prayers to Larry French, Diane Levy, Martha Snyder, Janice Zellers, Cyrano Danu, Sharon Johns, Kobe Castellano, Jay Kaler, Arlene Sandelstein, Sandra French, Fred Solomon, Jeff Pinsky, John Myers, Sidney Scrumenti, Merv Weinman, Ruby Mattis, Summer Wabi, and Lyle Jackson. If you're joining us via live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat box. And if you are here in person, as I look around, please add whatever name you wish.
All living souls, all animals, all the world.
And we join together in our prayer for healing.
Before
Shabbat Shalom. This week we are in the very end sections of the Torah, the very culminating part just before the Israelites cross over into the land of Israel. And this week's parsha, which we will also read on Yom Kippur, begins, Atem nitzavim hayom kulchem. You are planted, you are steadfast, standing here together today, all of you. And then the Torah goes on to give a description of who all is. And all is everybody from the leadership to the people who do the most menial labor tasks. Men, women, everybody. Everybody is included in this. And it's Moses' attempt to be inclusive, to say everybody is included under this tent. It's not just the leadership, it's not just the people with resources, it's not just the people who have the important jobs, it's not just the people who do the menial work, it's everybody. And I think one of the profound messages is that this is an opportunity to think about community in this way. That community is based on everybody. That community needs everybody. We need some people to do leadership positions. We need some people to help along the way. We need all of the things to work together. And certainly as a synagogue, as we get ready for these high holidays, we have lots and lots of pieces that need to get put together. We have Pam and Allie who've been working hard on high holidays and participation. We have Jesse and the choir and Yael working on music. We have Joe hiding in the sound cupboard over there, who has been working tirelessly to make sure the building is perfect and comfortable for us. And we'll spend most of next week setting everything up. Rabbi writes a few sermons here and there. Wife puts up with Rabbi, yes. So all of that comes together. And it's a wonderful, wonderful sort of moment of Atem Nitzavim, that we all stand together. We all stand together, and we all stand together and celebrate because we work together to make it happen. So, there was a king who had a son. And the son was a little bit spoiled. And the son expected to inherit the entire kingdom. And the king said to his son, okay, I'm going to give you your inheritance early. And he handed his son a shofar. And his son said, okay, what else? And the king said, no, that's it. That's all you get. And the son was very angry. He said, I'm your son. I'm supposed to inherit the kingdom. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to get all that. And the king said, no, just the shofar. He said, well, how am I supposed? Doesn't matter. That's all you get is the shofar. Well, the son was really upset. So the son left. And he got on a boat and he traveled. And he traveled the world. And he ended up settling in this one place. And over time, memories of home seemed to fade. So he forgot, exactly how many days travel or how many weeks travel he'd gone away from home. And he kind of forgot the language a little bit because he had adopted a new language. And he kind of forgot the names of a lot of the people. And suddenly he woke up one morning and realized that he could not find his way home. At the same time, the king, too, was distraught at his son and having had no contact with his son. He couldn't even write a postcard. Nothing. So the king sent out scouts, and they looked all over and they couldn't find anything. And the son one day was sitting at home and he was scratching his head and distraught that he knew he couldn't find his way home, when he dug into a drawer and he found the shofar. He looked at it and he remembered it, and he put it to his mouth and he blew. And as it happened, one of the king's scouts heard the sound. Now, the shofar sounds like nothing else. There's nothing else that sounds like a shofar. And so the king's scout knew that this had to be the son. So he went looking around and he went looking and finally found him, and was able to reintroduce himself, and the son's memory was jogged, and the son was able to return back to the kingdom. This is the purpose of the shofar. The shofar brings us back. It brings us back into a new year. It propels us into that new year. And so on this very eve, the last Shabbat of Elul, the very last Shabbat of 5783, we listen to the sound of the shofar as it brings us back. Shabbat Shalom. Aleinu can be found on page 282, and as we're turning to 282, we will rise together.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, hateit gedula leyotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמם, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. Hu Eloheinu Einod, Emet Malkeinu Efezu Hato, Kakatu B'Torato, V'yadata Hayom, V'hashevota Elevavecha, Ki Adonai Hu HaElohim, B'Shamayim Himah, Ve'aretz V'itochat Einod, V'nemar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz, V'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn out to those who have departed this earth. Our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation, whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. We are in the period of Shiva for David Lipsitz, and we extend condolences to Judy and David's children, Susan and Jay. And we are in the period, or we observe Yartzeit on this Shabbat for Henry Kluins, Richard Schwartz, Selma Gold, Frank Kaufman, Richa Michal, Raymond Schatz, Leo Weil, Louis Hirsch, Nathan Neubauer, Kaskil Solomon, Yetta Aaron, Leo Wertheimer, Bernard Levick, Rose Umis Abramson, Eileen Chinsky, and Ruth Wadley. If you are joining us by a live stream and you would like to add a name, please add the name into our chat. If you are here in person and would like to add a name, please do so.
Albert Resnick.
We turn together to the words of Kaddish, which can be found on page 294. Please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ba'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon uvyom echon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach la'alam l'armeh almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudsha barichu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite Julie Cohen forward to share some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. First of all, thank you to Rabbi and Jesse for that beautiful service, especially the shofar. So a lot of announcements, obviously, this time of year. They are on both sides of your service sheet, so be sure not to miss the ones on the left, because normally they are not over there. The first one is tomorrow. There is Torah study at 9:30. That is by Zoom only, and the link is here and in the email. Also tomorrow is Slichot. So the Slichot dinner will be at 7, followed by the service. So here it says the service is at 7. Well, you need to be here at 7 if you're going to eat dinner, but the service will be after. Erev Rosh Hashanah is a week from today, as we said, 7 p.m. service. Day 1 is on Saturday at 10 a.m., and Tashlik is at Veterans Park at 4. And then day 2 is Sunday, so that's also the first day of Gesher, 10 a.m. service, and then a pancake lunch at noon. The other thing that I will announce is Tuesday, Corlin, after working all summer long and not getting anywhere, finally, the Seawolves contacted her and said, oh, we can have temple lunch yesterday on Tuesday night. So it was very short notice. It was not Corlin's fault. But Jesse is going to be doing the national anthem, and my dad is going to be throwing out the first pitch. So if you can join us, you can either click on the link in the email, or you can call Corlin, and she is going to try and get us tickets together if you want to sit together. And I think that is it. Prayer books are also available to pick up if you are going to join us for any of the services via Zoom. Then you'll want to come and pick up your prayer books. Via YouTube, you will want to come and pick up your prayer books. And that's it. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, so if you have purchased tickets to the ball game, Please meet us right near the front gate there for when the first pitch gets thrown out and the anthem is sung, so we can be together and then either sit wherever or sit at... So Cortland can still get tickets, so please let us know. Okay? Great. And we're going to close with... What are we closing with? Chevenu Shalom Aleichem. May peace... Can we bring peace soon?
Chevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Chevenu Shalom. Chevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Chevenu Shalom. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Chevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Chevenu, Aleichem, Chevenu, Aleichem, Chevenu Shalom.
Let's join together in Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei puri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים קיוונו בחרת אותנו קידשת מכל עמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen.
חיים. המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
We
Give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Have some color.